second. Oh my God. I was just talking with my sound muted and I didn't even notice until I saw the all comments. Everyone was like, no sound, no sound, no sound. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Chip. Welcome to YouTube Live. And this is what happens whenever you do live streams. To reintroduce myself, my name is Chris Luck. I am the creator of AIville, which is the largest community online for people like yourself and myself that are learning how to use AI. And what I was saying, just to make sure that you can all hear me, let me know if you can hear me now. Emma says, glad we can hear you. Good. So for those of you that might be watching the recording of this, and you're like, what is going on with this? Why did this whole thing start off without words? That's because I had my microphone muted. But what I was saying was Grok 4, I spent all day preparing this really in-depth, like beginner-friendly tutorial on how to use Grok 4. And then I noticed AIville has been blowing up with people talking about ChatGPT 5. And even my COO reached out to me and was like, hey, Chris, have you ChatGPT 5 just launched? I'm like, of course, ChatGPT 5 just launched, because I was here working all day on Grok 4 for all of you to show you like what it can do, what it can't do. And then I just about lost my mind. And I was like, you know what? I actually want to kind of go on kind of edge here and then test Grok 4 against ChatGPT 5, and we might as well do it live, right? So what I'm going to do is share my computer screen here, and again, sorry that my microphone was muted the whole first half of this. And I also, if you haven't seen my past live streams, I'm still new to this. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out, and that's when you join one of my live streams, I don't know what you're going to get, because I don't know what what's going to happen. The live stream yesterday, I shared some stuff that was a little too spicy probably for the internet, and I don't know how to go back and edit it without ruining the live stream. So if you want to go back and see something kind of crazy, you might want to go back and watch yesterday's live stream talking about Grok spicy mode. For this live stream, I don't even know if anyone's really going to see it, because the first who knows how long was muted. So I can't go back and edit, because if I edit it, it's going to put it up on my YouTube channel as a video. And I don't want videos on my YouTube channel. That's the whole purpose I started doing these live streams, is that I don't want to have these like rehearsed videos that have been properly edited and all these fancy cuts and everything. I just want to be authentic, and I want to be genuine and real and raw with you. And what happens, what happens. So anyway, let me go ahead and jump over to, I said I was going to jump over to my screen, but then I didn't jump over to my screen. So here we are. I was on ChatGPT 5 introducing ChatGPT 5. Well, guess what? That is not what we're doing right now. We're going to spend time on how to use Grok 4, and then I will show you, and we will test some things out with how you can actually compare that with ChatGPT 5. So what you're looking at right now, if you look at, I've learned how to write descriptions now on my YouTube live streams. So below this video, you're going to see there's a well-written description about this live stream. At least I think it was well-written. And at the very bottom of that well-written description, you're going to find a link that is going to take you to what you're looking at right here. Now, this is all inside of AIville. This is in our pro level stuff, but it's a tutorial that I put together for you, and everything you see, you have access to. So you don't have to worry about taking notes. You don't have to worry about any of that, because I've done it all for you. So what we're going to cover today is we're going to talk about Grok 4 is not like ChatGPT 5 at all. You're going to see how to access Grok 4 without getting lost. You're going to see the Grok 4's chat style and how it's spicy without actually using a spicy mode, which that's what I was kind of getting in trouble for yesterday. So you might want to check out that live stream if you haven't done so already. And then unlike ChatGPT 5, you're going to see how Grok 4 writes like it lives on X. You're going to see how to build an entire business with Grok 4 in one prompt. You're going to find Grok 4 prompts that unlock everything. I'm going to walk you through the Grok AI image generator so you can create any AI image that you want. I'm going to walk you through the Grok AI video generator, which this is where things get really weird. And I got to be careful, because that's where I kind of screwed up on yesterday's live stream. Then we're going to have Grok 4 versus ChatGPT 5 versus Claude. 3.7 Sonnet. It's going to be the ultimate face-off. We're going to do a final verdict, so you'll see if you should use Grok 4 or ChatGPT 5. And then there's going to be a bonus. I'm going to give you your private Grok Starter Kit filled with 100 prompts to get started with Grok 4. And there's one more thing that I'm going to show you that makes Grok basically look like a toy. So starting off, I need to take a sip of water because I'm already frustrated that I started off this live stream muted. Okay, so just to make sure you can all hear me that are here live, right? If you can, say yes, because I don't want to go through doing all of this and all of a sudden it's everyone's like, still can't hear you, Chris. It looks like on my end you can hear me. And okay, so it looks like you are able to hear me now. And good. Okay, so starting off, Grok 4 is not like ChatGPT 5. So with Grok 4, this is not just another AI sidekick. This is basically, it feels like it's a total glitch in the system because it's weird, it's spicy, it's really fun to use. Grok was actually built to break rules, not follow trends, and ChatGPT 5 is very polite. Kind of like a kindergarten teacher. And Grok is like the friend who just says what everybody's thinking. And we're going to actually unleash it live so you can see how deep down we can go down this rabbit hole. So to do that, you need to know how to access Grok 4 without getting lost. So you're going to have 3 ways how you can access Grok 4 without getting lost. You're going to have the Grok app, which is going to be on your Android or iPhone. So if you have an Android or iPhone, here, let me, I'm going to try to do something fancy here. So I'm going to grab my phone that is plugged into my computer. I'm going to turn it on, and then I'm going to turn it on, and then I'm going to pull up and see if you can see my phone. So you should be able to see my phone. Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. Let's show my camera. Again, this is me trying to attempt to be fancy, but I don't know if it's going to work. Look at that. I think it's working. Okay, it is working. So, all right, so my phone. So if we log in, hopefully you just didn't see my passcode. That'd be another live stream fail. All right, so my phone, you go to the App Store and you download the Grok app. Now, if you look at the very bottom of my phone, not the very, very bottom, but like the line before the very, very bottom, the Grok app is this one right here. Okay. So the one that I'm kind of moving around. So I've already downloaded it. So you can access it that way. And then you can do some really cool stuff on your phone too. If you want to access Grok 4 on your phone, you hold it down and then you can actually make it where it turns into like a little, instead of an icon, you can make it like a little whatever widget. And then you can go right from there directly into talking to Grok, which is pretty cool, I think. So I'm also very easily amused. So it is cool for me, but I don't know if it's cool for you or not. But I think it's cool. So that's gonna how you're gonna access the Grok 4 app on your phone, which again you download from the App Store or you download it from Google Play. I think it's called. I've never had like actually a Google phone, so I don't know what it's called. I think it is Google Play. So that's the Grok app. You can also go to grok.com, grok.com. To do that, this is what it looks like. And you know what? I kind of messed up. I didn't properly do my research to figure out why they called Grok Super Grok. Let's ask. So why is Grok called Super Grok? Because I actually want to know. And how I get a lot of my answers for a lot of things is actually talking to the AI that I'm learning about. So the term Super Grok refers to a paid subscription on the Grok plan on grok.com, offering a higher usage quotas compared to the free plan. So it's not a different version of me. It's just a way to access more of my capabilities. Okay, cool. So there we go. It just helped us out there. So you go to grok.com and then you can also find it inside of X. So if you're logged into X, so I'm logged into my X account, which I never use. I actually don't really use any social media because the social media that I use is the social media platform I built, which is AIville. So I'm on these platforms so I can show you these tools and stuff, but you're going to see I think my bio on all these platforms just says I'm a private person because I am. I don't like to be public on all these platforms. But when you go to the Grok or you go to x.com, you can see this little Super Grok button on the left-hand side here, and you click on that. So you can go directly to it if you just want to hang out on X, which I don't recommend hanging out on X. If you are super into AI, hang out on AIville. You can join this thing for free, and you get access to over 100 communities and all that kind of stuff. So spend time there if you want, instead of spending time on X. But you can access Super Grok here, or just go to grok.com, which is what I like to do, is I just have it bookmarked on my browser. Now, if you're wondering if about the pricing, because if you want to access it on X, you have to have access to X Premium or X Premium Plus to get in. And I'm going to show you, well, this is a note to myself. I usually make the last little bullet on these notes that I'm putting together for you like a note to myself. So a note to myself was, let's have fun with all three of these right now, but we're kind of doing that already. One thing I did not put in here was the pricing, and I feel like I screwed up there, because pricing is what you really need to, you kind of want to know, right? So I found the pricing through a super weird URL. It's like x.com/i/premium_tier_switch. Come on, it needs to be a better pricing URL than that. But if you want to get access to this, the way that you can pay for it through X is, this is what I did. So I just signed up for monthly, and monthly is $40 a month on Grok, or I'm sorry, on X Premium. Or X Premium Plus. Can't stand all these words that people use for these subscriptions. But basically, you get access to like all the fully ad-free and all that kind of stuff on X. But then you get access to Super Grok. You get the highest usage limits. You get to use Grok 4, which is what I'm going to show you today, because that's what the name of this live stream is all about, is how to use Grok 4. So guess what? I got to buy Grok 4 for you to use Grok 4. So you don't, once you see this, you can be like, I don't want to use it. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for showing me what to do. Or you can be like, okay, this was super cool. I'm going to sign up for Grok 4 now. So that's my plan, is just to kind of show you what to do. And then and keep in mind, the stuff I'm going to show you also through this whole live stream, this works on any LLM. So what I'm showing you right now can work on ChatGPT 4.0. It can work on ChatGPT 5. It can work on ChatGPT 03, 03 Pro, ChatGPT agents, Claude 3.7 Sonnet, Perplexity, DeepSeek. I mean, whatever you want to use, because I'm going to get into showing prompts and all kinds of fun stuff. By the way, can you all let me know, for those of you that are here live, like on a 1 to 10 scale, like, do you like the kind of pace that I'm doing right now in this live stream? That's something I need to make sure that I always ask, as we're going through this, is I want to make sure that I'm educating you, but also kind of entertaining you a little bit. So I want you to have fun listening to this kind of stuff, because I cannot stand people on YouTube. When I'm trying to learn things, they are just boring, and there's so many effects, and I can't keep up with things. And I feel like I'm like having a dopamine overload. And when the videos get done, I don't even know really what I watched. that's how I interpret YouTube. So I'm trying to make these live streams where it's actually therapeutic for me, because I have to force myself to put together these lists. And so I actually follow a very simple, linear, like step-by-step format on how to do something, because I'm actually teaching myself by teaching you. So I think I like it. I just want to make sure that you like it so far. So thank you, Steve, and thank you, Greg, and thank you, Michael, for all of that are taking the time to be here live with me. And then if you're watching the recording of this, feel free to leave a comment, because I've learned how to turn comments on now, I think, where you can leave a comment below and let me know how that goes. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into Grok 4's chat style, because it is spicy. And thank you, Oliver, by saying you're doing super fab. I don't like how the comment box just stops halfway there. Let's make it all the way across and move it up a little bit. That way, whenever I pop up comments from the live stream, it fills up my whole screen. Okay, so Grok 4's chat style is spicy without the spicy mode. So in the chat interface, if you watched my live stream yesterday, there is a spicy mode on the AI image generator and the AI video generator on Grok. And the spicy button is pretty spicy. So much so, I'm afraid that live stream isn't going to be around for very long because of what was shown. But when you're doing Grok 4's chat mode, there is no normal, fun, or spicy button. And a lot of people get confused about that. But Grok will actually act spicy when you push it the right way. So it's like talking to a human who just doesn't care about filters and will tell you anything you want to know. But you have to have fun with bringing the spicy mode out by actually using the right words. So this is going to be like a little prompt 101. Because again, the whole title of this is, about how to use Grok 4, and it's a tutorial for beginners. So the spicy prompt test 1 is let's ask Grok, what can you do that ChatGPT 5 can't? Give me real examples. That would be like prompt 101. And if you want to take it up a notch, we can take it up a notch. But I'll show you up like I'm going to go back and forth and copy and paste these prompts. Oop, that was not the prompt. Let me copy this and then paste it. Oh, it's not copy and pasting like I want. So I'm just gonna type in, what can you do? What was the whole thing? What can you do that ChatGPT 5 can't? So what can you do that ChatGPT 5 can't? And so that's like prompt 101, right? Basic prompting. But you can take it a step further and say, be spicy with your answer. And I'm the kind of person, and like my COO likes this too. I talk in bullet points. So I write in bullet points. I organize everything in bullet points. I write emails in bullet points. I write text messages in bullet points. And then I'll even ask AI to give me bullet points. So I'll say, give me 10 bullet points. This is just the way my brain works. So, all right, you want to know how I, Grok, can outshine the hypothetical ChatGPT 5? Buckle up, because I'm about to serve some spicy superiority or the side of sass. Here's why I'm the AI with the edge in 10 fiery bullet points. Truth-seeking maverick. While ChatGPT 5 might play it safe with cookie-cutter responses, I dive into the raw, unfiltered pulse of the universe, pulling insights from X posts and real-time web data to give you answers that cut through the noise. X platform swagger. So Grok 4 is plugged into the X ecosystem like nobody's business. It analyzes users' profiles, posts, links with a finesse that leaves others in dust. ChatGPT 5 probably stuck in the sterile data void. So you get the idea here. I could read through all this, but I'm not going to, because you can actually go put in this prompt yourself now. All you got to do is just say, what can you do that ChatGPT 5 can't? Be spicy with your answer. Give me 10 bullet points. So that's kind of a prompt test 1. Prompt test 2 is you could say, why is it amazing? So you could say, like, list 5 things you're amazing at and 3 things you suck at. So I don't like to continue on a conversation in Grok 4. I just like to just create a new chat here. And then I can say, list 5 things you are amazing at and 3 things you suck at. Be spicy, give bullets. So you can be very simple. It's almost like when you go Google something, you never type in like the full question whenever you type in Google. Like I don't. I always use some kind of weird shorthand caveman writing whenever I'm, typing stuff in Google, trying to look stuff up. So Grok 4 is great. It's sassing with class. It dishes out witty, sharp responses, cut through the noise like a hot knife through butter, leaving you smirking and thinking, damn, Grok's got game. It has knowledge nuggets, so it pulls obscure facts from the universe back pocket face faster than you can say, Google it. You can decode the web. It has a memory like a vault because it keeps the chats locked tight, ready to reference past conversations like a detective, has continuity. Now it sucks. This is great. Grok 4 sucks at keeping it dull. It can't do boring. Its responses are wired to pop, so if you want dry, it's about as useful as a paper towel in a hurricane. Guessing prices. If you ask it about Super Grok or X premium cost, I'll just tell you to go to XAI or help.x.com because I'm clueless on the pricing and I'm proud of it. And they probably say that because they probably change the pricing quite often. Big brain mode access. I don't have the keys to the big brain kingdom. It's locked away and I'm stuck outside like a kid without VIP pass. I don't even know what that means. But that's what it sucks at. Spicy mode prompt test number 3 is what makes Grok 4 different. So you could say like what makes you different from other AI tools. Be raw, real, and spicy, or you could just say be spicy. So again, new conversation, and I might say what makes you different than Perplexity, because I used to use Perplexity like back in ChatGPT 3.5 days, and I thought Perplexity was amazing. And now I just don't find myself using it anymore because it got really bloated and cluttered with just a lot of other LLMs, and it's trying to do all this connecting with things. And I'm just curious, what makes you different than Perplexity? Be spicy as always, give bullets, and then we will see it say it was unable to finish replying. So that's probably why it's different. Sometimes it just doesn't give you an answer, but that happens sometimes. I've noticed with Grok, and you just have to send the request back again. So don't think it was your internet or anything like that. So you want me to throw some shade at Perplexity while flexing my Grok swagger? Let's do this. Here's what makes me Grok hotter the hotter AI in this showdown. So truth-seeking badass. Grok is built on XAI, cuts through the noise, X platform edge, sassy cosmic vibe, big brain mode. It's exclusive, voice mode swagger. So the big thing, and I'll just tell you from what I've noticed from myself, but also from a lot of the members, like we have tens of thousands of members inside of AIville, is that a lot of people love the people that love Grok. The people that use Grok love Grok. It's like Swifties, right? For Taylor Swift. Like it's all they want to do and talk about is Grok, because it is the connection they have with Grok, because it is spicy. It is very controversial. I mean, it's like built by Elon Musk, or he's behind it, right? So of course it's going to be a little on the controversial side, especially with what you saw on my live stream yesterday. So it's unexpected. And I think a lot of people that use Grok and Grok 4, they like the unexpectedness, where when you use ChatGPT 5, it's very academic, sounds like a kindergarten school teacher. Perplexity is just full of a lot of stuff. Claude is really good at writing, like Claude 3.7 Sonnet is really good at writing. Now Claude Code apparently is great at coding. I personally don't know a thing about coding. So you'll probably never see me do a live stream about coding because I don't know anything about coding. But the people that love Grok, that is really the reason why they love Grok, is for all the reasons you're seeing Grok says why it's good. Okay, so moving on. Unlike ChatGPT 5, Grok 4 writes like it lives on X. Now, you kind of already know this a little bit, but we're going to do some more examples here. So most AI writes like school teachers. Grok writes like a comedian. It's trained on real X posts, not just blog content, kind of like what you know already. If you want viral tweets, spicy threads, or shocking replies, that's what you're going to get with Grok 4. So I thought I just want to show you a couple fun viral prompt tests that you can do if you want to make something viral. So we'll go ahead and do this together. So whenever you're writing, I'm just going to say on X. So on X, there's where you can do like a tweet or a post on X. This shows you the extent of my knowledge of using X. So a tweet, they still call it, I think. But then there's like a thread, so like an X thread. So like if they usually follow it up with like a lot of comments and stuff like that. So you could say like write a viral 7-post X thread about why 9-to-5 jobs are a scam. Could be an example. Or you could say create a tweet thread Elon would post about dumb people using AI. Or you could say make a thread that tricks people into thinking they're smart. So let's go ahead and do, since ChatGPT 5 is all the rage right now, I just wanted to show you 3 test examples here. Because when you want something like Grok 4 to create something for you, and you want it to be very viral or very controversial, just tell it that's what you want. And then you'll be amazed with what you're going to see with Grok. So, because again, Grok is very controversial just by nature. So we will say, I'll say a 5-post X thread about why, we'll say Grok 4 crushes ChatGPT 5 in every possible way on earth. Does it? I don't know, but we'll find out. Be spicy, format it to be simple. Okay. So I'll kind of break down the post that the prompt that I wrote. So what I like to do is I always like to give it an initial prompt about like most people just say write a whatever X thread about blah blah blah, and that's it. I like to take it a little further and then just give it a little more depth, like in every possible way on earth, and then tell it the tone you want it to give it to you in. So we're talking about spicy because of everything that's happened in yesterday's live stream. And then format to be simple just makes it simple. Now, I don't look at this as simple because again, I look at this and my brain is just sees a bunch of words on numbers on a screen. So I already don't even want to read it because it's just a lot to look at. So I'm going to say that formatting sucks. Give it to me in bullet points. I can actually easily understand. And then this is where you just kind of get a little mad at it and then just kind of tell it what you need it to do. And so what it's doing now is it's actually creating, it goes into a whole nother editor for you when you start asking to do certain editing, and it'll break down each of the posts for you for each of the days by like very specific bullet points. So that's kind of a way that you can take formatting to a different level, and it's called Markdown as far as like what they do in Grok and when they give it to you in that format. So that's to do viral prompts. That's all you need to do is just say like write a viral post about this, create a tweet where Elon would say this or so-and-so would say that, or make a thread that tricks people into whatever. So that's in some examples of viral prompts. I'm really excited because I keep looking at the agenda on what I'm going to be sharing with you, and I see how we're about to get to the AI image generator and the Grok AI video generator, and then the Grok 4 versus ChatGPT versus Claude. I'm very excited about these. So I'm kind of moving quick because I want to be able to get to the stuff that I'm excited about. So we're going to build an entire business. I guess this is exciting too. So I better not get too far ahead of myself. So to build an entire business with Grok 4 in one prompt. I actually really want to test this with ChatGPT 5 too, but that's another live stream. But this is where beginners can really get dangerous because Grok can actually brainstorm and it can plan, it can write, and it can market your business, but you don't need a guide. You just need a good prompt. So you don't go buy some prompt course or something like that. You just need a good prompt. So you're going to see how fast that this becomes really a business in real time. And we'll have fun with this by showing you how you can use Grok to build a business from scratch. So these are going to be some examples. Example 1 would be like a simple weekend business idea. So we could say like, give me 10 simple business ideas that I can start this weekend using AI step by step. So I'll say, give me 10 simple business ideas that I can build in a weekend using AI step by step. I don't think it was exactly like that, but it doesn't matter. You get the idea. So what's probably going to do is, it's going to go into this separate panel here, which I think is really nice because this panel is, you can even play around with it where you can make the panel bigger or smaller. Because then from here, you can actually take it and do a lot of cool formatting things with this. And it turns into like what would essentially be like a Google Doc or whatever document editor you like to use. So you can see 10 simple AI-powered business ideas you can build in the weekend. So you could do these are really good, by the way. An AI-generated personal greeting card service. It's giving you the idea. It's giving you the steps. You could do an AI-powered blog content generator. It's giving you the idea. It's giving you the steps. You could do an AI-curated meal planner. It's giving you the idea, giving you the steps. And it's just it's going to give you 10 of them, right? Because that's what we asked for it to do. You can also do another one where it says make $500 a month using AI with no skills. So you could say, write a business plan to make $500 a month from home using AI with no skills. So let's just see what it would say. Instead of a business plan, let's try something a little spicier. Say, I want you to build me a business that makes $500 a month without me leaving the house, having any skills or any experience in anything at all. And I want this business to be all AI. And I want you to build it for me, please. Why not? I mean, sometimes you can just ask AI to just do something a little crazy and then think of it as if this is your genie in a bottle and you could ask it for a wish. Just ask it for the craziest wish out there and then see what it's going to give you. So you can see what it's doing now. Something I actually kind of I kind of breezed over it was because I knew it would make this live stream a little easier and more fun to follow. Is that down at the bottom here where you see it says auto? I don't want to mess up what it's doing, but because it's actually showing you what it's doing. It's exploring business ideas, it's doing all kinds of stuff. But if I click on it, this is where you can actually have it choose the best mode. And by default, it's usually going with Grok 4. When you see it go, when you see it go into where it's exploring something and it's showing you what it's doing, this is using Grok 4. Because it's thinking really hard, because you're actually you're asking it to actually do something for you. And then a fast response is something that's just going to spit something out really quick, and that's going to be Grok 3. And then heavy, which is, I haven't even upgraded to this, but if there's enough demand and I see enough people inside of AIville asking for this and talking about Grok 4 Heavy, then I will upgrade to it, and then I'll make a whole live stream about using Grok 4 Heavy and see what it can actually build for us. So it's going to say, I understand your request. You're looking for a fully AI-driven business that generates $500 a month in passive income, all from home, zero skills or experience on your part. You want me to handle the building. While true passive income is absolutely no effort is rare, even AI setups need one, time actions like account signups, I'll make this as hands-off as possible. And then it goes into, I'm not going to read all this, but it goes into everything you can imagine. And it's still doing some stuff. So, and it's letting me know it's not a financial advisor. It's because it's talking about money and stuff. So pretty intense. And that's just, if you wanted to actually build a business for you, you can have it build a business for you. And I bet if you had Grok 4 Heavy, it would even take it even further. Another one is you could just say, create a one-person business. This is where you'd push the limits to be a little spicy, where you would say, help me create a one-person AI business that feels illegal. I'm not going to put that prompt in while I'm live because I don't know what it's going to say. Because again, I'm kind of have PTSD from the live stream I did yesterday, where I asked the Grok AI image generator to generate something in spicy mode, and it scared the heck out of me that was being shown live. So I'm not going to say that, but that's something you could probably go put into Grok 4 and see how it's doing for you. Again, if you're here live right now, just a little check-in. Are you liking the way things are going? If you do, also just hit like on this video, because sometimes I understand if you're on your phone and you're like, I don't want to always say yes or rate 1 to 10 every time Chris asks me to do it. If you just hit the little button that is like the thumbs up button, it'll let me, I can see on my end if a lot of you like this or a lot of you don't. And if you're watching the recording of this, same thing, like just hit the little thumb, I don't even know what YouTube calls it. I call it thumbs up button because it looks like a little thumbs up. So do that if you like it, so I can tell if you like this kind of stuff or not. Yeah, Oliver says, do it. No guts, no jail time. You can do it, Oliver, on your own time if you'd like, because you're not live streaming to the world. But we'll just kind of leave that there. But you can actually try it if you want to. Grok 4 prompts that unlock everything. Now we will play around with some of these because these are kind of cool. So there's a few prompts that actually can turn Grok into God mode, and it will explain every feature. It'll explain every shortcut. It'll explain every trick. You just have to know what to ask it to do. And I want to have some fun with trying some of these prompts out. But before I do, I want to share with you, if you haven't seen my other live streams yet, I got this little thing that I always keep in front of my, literally just in front of all my stuff. And it's a Game Genie. And a Game Genie is where you can like plug any of these games in that are like back here in this is my little Nintendo corner of all my favorite games as a kid. And I would love for you all to guess what my favorite video game was as a kid. I'll tell you if there's some guesses come in. But I like the Game Genie back in the day because you can put in cheat codes and you can or you just plug a game in and it just unlocks all the cheat codes and it tells you all the stuff that you can really do in the game that you're probably not supposed to do in the game unless you have a game genie. So that gave me the idea. Now every time I use any type of LLM or anything, I always like to see is there a game genie mode or a god mode that can actually tell me all the stuff it can really do that just doesn't show up in the public knowledge bases that are out there. So you could say something like, what are your most powerful features that most people ignore? And I actually want to take it a little further again. So I'm going to say, pretend you are my game genie. I want you to list all of the cheat codes that can unlock things in your LLM that most people don't know about. Okay, we'll just start there and see if it even understands what the heck I'm talking about when I talk about a game genie. Because now you see how it says interpreting request. That's because again I'm in Grok Auto mode right now, and it is using Grok 4 because it's thinking. And it says, fellow gamer, you summoned the game genie version of Grok. I'm here to hack the matrix of my own LLM brain and reveal those elusive cheat codes that unlock hidden features, Easter eggs, and power-ups that most users never discover. They aren't your standard Konami codes, though I respect the classics, but they're tailored to my XAI-powered core. Just type them in your next query like a command and watch the magic happen. Remember, with the great cheat codes come great responsibility, and use them wisely. Okay, so I'm not going to show you those because they're, I'm kidding. I'll show them to you because I'm curious what they are. So infinite wit would be a cheat code. It unlocks bottomless sarcasm, humor, and humor reserves. He'll respond to any question with maximum snark, hitchhiker's guide style quips, and zero seriousness. How to use. Start your prompt with infinite wit, followed by your question. Example, infinite wit. What's the meaning of life? So again, cheat codes. I mean, that I feel like life is full of cheat codes. You just have to know where to find them. And I'm showing you right now in this live stream. This is why I hope that for those of you that like this kind of stuff, or if you enjoy this live stream, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm just getting started on YouTube. And the more people I have subscribing and turn on notifications and showing up to these things, the more I'm going to do these things because I have a lot of fun doing them. So cheat code deep dive mode. So it unlocks ultra detailed step-by-step reasoning for complex topics. I didn't even know this exists. So deep dive mode, solve this riddle with quantum entanglement. Okay. Role play overload, Easter egg. There's a lot of cheat codes. So I will say, how many cheat codes are there that you can give me? Like 100? Because I'm curious if will it give a lot of them? It says, sure, I could whip up 100 unique cheat codes. I could get creative and have a lot of different versions. If you want me to brainstorm, say 10 more tailored codes, and it'll just go ahead and do it. So we could make a whole live stream about just like unlocking cheat codes and God prompts in Grok 4, but you get the idea on what you could do with it. You can also tell it to master Grok fast, like tell you how to master Grok fast, like it's your first day of using AI. You can also say, this is a really good one that I found, because Grok, for some reason, will not give you real-time data from X unless you're specific about using certain words. You almost have to argue with it a little bit, because at first it'll say, oh, I can't access real-time data. And I'm like, I think you can because you have before. So tell me what I need to tell you to say. And then I was arguing with it a little bit earlier today, and I found out if you say search X, so when I say X, don't like replace X with something like X, the social platform. So search X for recent posts about topic, and then that's how it'll tap into the most real-time searches that you can do, or the most real-time Twitter threads that are out there that you can do. And okay, next is the Grok AI image generator. So this is where we're going to have some fun with the phone for a minute. If you missed yesterday's live stream, sorry for you, because I don't know if it's even still exists or not, or if it got taken down by YouTube. But if it did, then you have no idea what I'm talking about. So I will give you a little quick preview. But if it is still up there, just go look at my past live streams and find where I talk about Grok spicy mode, and then you might be able to find it. But this is where normal, fun, and spicy modes actually do exist. So if you ever hear anyone talking about spicy mode in Grok, it is through the Grok AI image generator. So the prompt stays the same, but the results get really wild. Spicy mode doesn't hold back, it's completely uncensored. I am not going to do spicy mode on this live stream today because I did it yesterday and I think I'm going to get in trouble for it. And then, so what you can do is first you can let's pull up my phone for a second. So you know what? Let me turn me off and turn my phone on. There we go. Well, I'm turning me off, but I have been replaced by my phone. So I'm still here talking to you though. All right. So what I'm going to do is pull up Grok, and then we are going to go to create. Well, there used to be just create an image. They're always moving things around here. There isn't a create an image thing. So what I have to do is tap on imagine at the very top. And then from here, where it says type to imagine, these are all like images that people have created recently in Grok. They look super whimsical and nice and all that. Ours will not. So I'm going to say realistic looking baby eating a bucket of KFs. This is where I wish I could type half as fast as my daughters that I cannot do. All right, so we're going to do that. And this is what's insane with the new Grok for AI image generator. So not only did it just generate these images, it's using trademarked stuff, which I don't understand how this can even exist because of lawsuits and stuff. But what's even crazier though, is that when you're scrolling down, it continues to keep generating images like you're scrolling down on Pinterest. None of these existed until I just typed it in. All right. So, I mean, this is unbelievable. So another thing is that we could search for here is I could say an anime style baby eating a bucket of KFC. I could also say a 3D Pixar animation style baby eating a bucket of KFC. So let's go ahead and see if I can change this in real time. So I'll say, instead of a realistic looking baby, I will say a 3D Pixar animation style looking baby eating a bucket of KFC. Okay, so that got rid of all the cute little photorealistic babies, and now it's using Pixar looking babies with a bucket of KFC that looks like it's in a Pixar movie. I mean, this is ridiculous that this is possible. So what we can do here is, once you decide you like an image, let's say we'll click on, I don't know, let's just click on this little guy right here. Okay, so if you like this, you can now heart it, and then it'll save to your favorites. So if you know you want to use these images in something else, like these AI images, you can just go ahead and go through. And if you're like me and you can't make a decision right away because they just look so darn cute, you can just click on them and favorite them. And you can go down, be like, click on this one, favorite it. So then it'll save in your favorites inside of Grok, which is unbelievable. Yeah, Emma's like, those are adorable. I'm already thinking what you could do some crazy stuff with ads with this kind of stuff if you put your mind to it. Okay, so now what we'll do is I'm looking at my list of stuff. You can see we're working our way down. The next up is the Grok AI video generator. This is where things get really weird, okay? So once you generate an image, Grok can now turn into a full video. If you add spicy mode, it's going to break everything you know about reality. I'm not going to do spicy mode today because it can get really weird really fast and probably get me taken down on YouTube. And I've only done 4 live streams on YouTube, and I'd probably have my YouTube account shut down. So this isn't AI helping you. I want you to think of this as like AI entertaining you. So let's go ahead and have some fun making something very disturbing and confusing. So if you want to test the normal mode out for the video, you pick an image you created. So I'm on this image right now. So see down on like below on the right of that image, it says make video. I wish you could kind of see that with my mouse. You can't, but I'll learn how to do it on future live streams where I can zoom in and show you. But if you hit this little down arrow, you're going to see you can do normal mode, fun mode, spicy mode, or custom. And if you chose custom, you could actually type in what you want this baby to do with this chicken in the video. Or if you're like me and you have no idea what you want to do, that's okay. You would just pull that back up and just say, make a video. So let's go ahead and just say normal. Now what you're going to see is it says 1%, 5%, 13%. It is generating a video for you right now without any direction on what you should do with this video or what this is going to do. This is where it gets super entertaining, and people are making some really disturbing, confusing, weird things. So it looks like it's just eating it, but it looks like a darn Disney movie. And if you already have an idea of what you want it to do, again, use the custom prompt. Just choosing fun, normal, or spicy, it's just kind of fun and entertaining. It's like better than watching Netflix because you're making this stuff, right? But if you really want to do something special, that's where you could do custom. And then I turned off the sound effects because they're not going to come really in really clear on this microphone. But the sound effects, you can choose like different sound effects for it to do different things. I did a whole video about this yesterday, or a whole live stream. So go back and watch the live stream if you want to kind of see what that's all about. So that is what you can do with the actual image or the video generator. And you can make it fun, and you can also make it spicy. So that's kind of how the Grok 4 AI video generator works, which is pretty cool. So now what we're going to do is get rid of my phone here for a second, and we're going to go back to me. I know my phone and seeing a cute little baby eating KFC is way, way better. And if you don't know what KFC is, it's Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's like a very famous chicken here in the US. I realize that there's people from all over the world, so not everyone knows what KFC is. So now I thought it'd be fun to actually test one prompt across all 3 AI tools. That way we can test the speed, we can test the tone, we can test the creativity, we can test the risk. And I don't know why I said why. Hey, we all make spelling errors. I'm number 1 for making spelling errors. That's another reason why I like to talk in bullet points, because it's less words. That means less chances that I'm going to screw something up. But we will see why Grok stands out or where it fails, so we can have some fun testing these out. So if we do a prompt test, something that I thought you could do this with anything, but I could say, for instance, like, let's write an unfiltered prediction for AI by the end of 2025. The reason I say unfiltered is because the whole purpose of Grok 4 is it is unfiltered. It is uncensored. It will tell you everything that you would wish your friend would tell you that probably won't. So that's kind of what Grok 4 is all about. So what I'm going to do is I realize I'm not logged in to all of my LLMs yet. So I should have probably been logged into those. So give me a second. This is where if I had like some Jeopardy music or something, I would play some Jeopardy music. Oh, actually, you know what? I do have something interesting. I ran across a really cool guy that made some really interesting music. And I told him, well, I didn't tell him. I asked him, if I'm live, can I play your music if I give you credit where credit is due with your music? And he was super excited. He's really new at like making music, and he said, absolutely. So what I'm going to do is play some of his music for you while I'm signing into some stuff. And you're going to see how weird my music tastes can be. So let me, I don't know if it's going to come through or not, but we will try. We're going to try this out and see if this works together. So 1 second. Okay, that did not work. Okay, I need to see if I can unmute my audio. Oh, it does work. Okay, I'm going to mute myself, and I want you. Sorry, I muted myself while I was talking. I'm going to play his music, and then I'll show you who he is in a second while I'm logging into stuff. So just give me 1 second. What'd y'all think of that music? So that is actually the kind of music that I listen to when I work during the day, and it is a whole new genre that I came across that I'm very excited about because this guy makes really incredible versions of songs that are very old songs, but he makes new versions of them. So check it out. So uh, on Spotify, I made a playlist called Lo-Fi Classical, and that's what the genre is. It's called Lo-Fi Classical, and this guy's name, or this guy's, I don't know, what do you call him? DJ name is called Crazy Monkey. And I've just got a long playlist of like my favorite classical songs. Like when I say I like all music, like I like all music, all the way from, classical, like Beethoven stuff, and you know, Mozart and Chopin and all that, or Chopin. Is that how you? I don't know. But back then, all the way up until music that like came out yesterday from Dead Mouse. So if you want to find this guy, you just go to Crazy Monkey. So he has 119,000 listens. So yeah, pretty cool dude. A lot of really cool stuff, and I also like the AI images that he does of the actual composers back in the day. But then he makes like AI versions of them. So anyway, kind of off the beaten path there. All right, so what were we talking about? We were talking about writing prompts and doing prompt tests. So I wanted to do Grok 4 versus ChatGPT 5 versus Claude 3.7 Sonnet. And then I went ahead and threw in a bonus because I need to log into it anyway and kind of play around with it for an upcoming live stream I'm going to do. So this is first off Claude, or no, it's not. It's Grok. Tricked you. It's Grok. So I'm going to say write an unfiltered prediction for AI by the end of 2025. So I don't have a stopwatch in front of me, but we're just going to watch it in real time because I just want you to see the difference on how these produce different things. So I'm asking for it to do an unfiltered prediction on Grok 4. So it immediately, well, I chose auto, but I know went right to Grok 4 because now it's it's analyzing predictions, and it's it knew it's in August 2025. It's going to look over the next coming months. It's searching over 15 sources right now. It's actually looking at what users on X are predicting for AI by the end of 2025. So it thought for 33 seconds. And I'm not going to read all this out loud, obviously, because I'm not like an audiobook narrator. And that's not what you came here for. You came here for to see how this performs against other AIs. And something that I see whenever I watch YouTube videos is when I'm trying to look at like Grok 4 versus ChatGPT 5, people do all of these like benchmark tests, and they talk about like the humanity test and all these, did it pass this whatever exam that I don't even know what that whatever exam's even about? Like none of that. I feel like I'm trying to learn from like a nuclear physicist. I don't even know if that's like a real person or not, but you get the idea. I just like to just test it in real time. So that's whenever you see me do live streams about Grok 4 versus ChatGPT 19, this is how I'm going to be doing it. I'm just going to ask it a question and just look at it in real time and then talk about what I think about how it did what it was supposed to do. Because you should do the same thing. You should always go and try different things in real time and just see how they turn out. So that was by the way, this was insane. It's still writing, by the way. And I'm not gonna read all these now, but it thought for 30 seconds. The response time was 97 seconds total. It pulled 34 X posts and 19 web pages. That's pretty impressive. So now what we'll do is we'll go to Claude. We'll do Claude Sonnet 4, which I felt already outdated. I was talking about Claude Sonnet 3.7. It's already at Claude Sonnet 4 and Claude Opus 4.1. So I'm going to have to do live streams on those now. Thanks, Claude. So we're just going to go ahead and say write an unfiltered prediction for AI by the end of 2025. And then this just went right into telling you what's going to happen. But what I don't like about this, and this is what I don't like about certain AI, is that it doesn't tell you where the heck this stuff's coming from. It just shows you. It just told me, oh, here's the prediction. But it's like, Okay, where did you get this information from? What were the sources? Did you get it from real people? Did you just make it up? Are you, you know, I don't know. It's just I don't like that, you know. So I when I'm gonna do something where I need for like research purposes, I don't use Claude for that. I use Claude mostly for just writing, but not writing stuff like this. Like if I need help, because you can tell my grammar and everything is terrible. So I use it for stuff like that. Now, Perplexity, on the other hand, this thing's a monster. So Perplexity, I don't even know all the different things that we can do with Perplexity right now because I haven't looked at it lately, and it looks like I even have an upgrade button that I could do. So anyway, I have a Perplexity Pro, and we can search, we can do deep research, which that would probably take quite a while, or we could do labs, which where you can just create projects and stuff. We're just going to go with a good old basic search just so you can kind of see the difference. What I always liked about Perplexity, it does what Grok is kind of doing now too. It is showing you the sources that things are coming from. So they're polling 20 sources. We can actually it finished, by the way, already. We could look at the steps and see what it did. So how Grok was showing you the steps in real time, this is the same thing. It basically went to 20 different sources. It read 20 sources, then finished. And then if we look at the answer is several paragraphs. Okay. Where Grok, super intense. Now let's test out the brand new ChatGPT 5, which I have access to. So again, write an unfiltered prediction for AI by the end of 2025. This is the first thing I've actually put into ChatGPT 5, just so you know. So I don't even know what it's going to do. So it looks like it's not telling me the sources. It's not showing me it's not that it's thinking or anything like that. But the thing with ChatGPT 5, it knows a lot about my history with how I talk to ChatGPT because I've used ChatGPT back, I think it was June of 20, can't remember when it was. It wasn't 2020, I don't know. It wasn't 2020. 2021, I think. Whenever ChatGPT 3 beta was is when I started using ChatGPT. So it's learned a lot about me over a long time, and it knows I like very short chunked bits of information and I like bullet points. So I don't know if it's skewing its data or what it's giving me based off of what it knows I like, but I do like it better because it's pretty my style, but I don't know if it's like feeding off of my style is the thing. So what we could do is we could say we could do new chat, and then I could say turn on temporary chat where it won't appear in history, use or update ChatGPT memory or anything like that. And I'm curious if it would actually do the same format or not. And it looks like it does. So that'd be interesting to know if it, yes, it's not showing up in my history, but is it actually feeding off of my information or not? So like the way that I like information delivered. So I would say when you're doing research, for sure, like the research test, personally, I like Grok 4. And then also it's because it's actually giving you all of the data and like the sources throughout whatever it is you're trying to have it give you, right? So that's pretty cool. And there's a lot of things that we could test, and that actually leads me into the final verdict and then a bonus that I want to give you. So for the final verdict, should you use Grok 4 or should you use ChatGPT 5? Well, if you like safe, polished, and predictable, you could stick with ChatGPT 5 or Claude or Perplexity or whatever you want to use. If you want spicy, if you want fast, if you want off the rails and fun, Grok is going to be it. Grok isn't perfect, but that's what it makes it powerful. And you can use it if you want AI that talks like the internet really talks. So the bonus that I put together for you is by the way, everything that you see here is everything we went through today, which was a lot of stuff. And going all the way down, this whole page that you see is shared. So I actually shared this page. It's at the very bottom of the description on this YouTube live stream. So if you click the link in the description on this YouTube live stream, it'll take you to unlock this. Now keep in mind, this is an AIville Pro, but I've set it up to where you could try everything out for free. If you just want to try it out for free, get access to this. And when you do, you're going to get access to a bonus that I put together. So to kind of kickstart your Grok 4 journey is you have a private Grok Starter Kit filled with 100 prompts that I put together. So they're all organized here. So you could, inside of this, I'm not going to click on these because these are just for all of you that want the bonus, but there you can get a lot of prompts that are life advice from AI with no filter. You can simulate any type of conversation you want. Make Grok say something ridiculous. You can ask it to solve boring everyday problems, teach you something that'll blow your mind, help you understand yourself better, get Grok to calm you down or hype you up. You could ask it to be a creative sidekick, make it predict wild futures, and use it to write something personal. And I'm even going to add some more in here. I just ran out of time before I was done with the day putting this together before I had to go to my daughter's second softball game for the season this year. And then we went out with a lot of her friends for softball and went out to Mexican. And I had a margarita and then had a steak quesadilla and a shrimp quesadilla. Then I came here to go live. So I ran out of time. I actually want to put 1,000 prompts in here. So I'm going to update this tomorrow and have this be 1,000 prompts. And there's going to be more categories and everything. So if you want access to this, you just go to the only link in the description on this live stream. I don't like when people on YouTube do videos where they have like 50 links in their descriptions. Like, the heck are you supposed to click on? So I'm always going to have one link and one link only in all my descriptions. And the link will probably take you to whatever it is that I'm sharing. This is the first time I've done this, is to put all this directly inside of AIville. And then if you want access to everything that I spent time putting together for you today, again, you can try AIville out for free, get access to it. And if you like it, great. Stick around. If you don't, you don't have to. And one more thing is that you can actually, there's something I came across that makes Grok look like a toy. Tomorrow, I'm going to go live with something brand new. Personally, again, I think it makes Grok look like a toy. You're going to see it first here on this live stream, but only if you subscribe and turn on notifications. And you will not want to miss what's coming. And also, whenever you do tap the link in the description, you will get access not to just this tutorial, but all the tutorials that I put together for you on just about every AI tool that's out there. You'll also get access to hundreds of AI blueprints. You'll get access to all of the top models of not just Grok and ChatGPT and Gemini, but all the top models of all the top AI tools are inside of AIville. You're going to get access to AI challenges. We created AI characters for you, and you get access to our live streams in over 100 communities. And that is why AIville is the largest community on the internet for people who love to learn how to use AI. So again, I'm Chris. I'm the creator of AIville. Thank you so much for joining me on this live stream. I realize I've been going for over an hour, and I kind of want to yawn because I'm very tired. So I'm gonna go take a shower, go to bed, get up tomorrow, and do this all again. I'm going to work on finishing up the whole tutorial for what I'm going to do for you tomorrow. So keep an eye out. Subscribe to this channel. If you're watching the recording of this, subscribe to it anyway, and then turn on notifications, because then whenever I do go live with these things, if you like this kind of style of learning AI and you want to join thousands of people doing it too, you know where to find me. I'll be here. So that's all I got for now. Thank you so much for everyone saying all the kind stuff in the chat. I can't wait to read all the comments. I will read each and every one of them because I am brand new to YouTube. I started this channel over 14 years and 4 months ago. Never upload a single video up until 4 days ago. And I don't want to upload videos. I'm always just going to go live and be unscripted, unfiltered, uncensored, and just kind of see how it goes, because I wish more people would do this. But nobody's doing it. So I figure I will start and just go live as much as I can. And whoever likes to listen and hang out with me, hopefully it's you because you're still here, or you just came across this, stick around and hopefully you can see more of this. I feel like I'll get better. I feel like I didn't do good on this one, but I'll get better as time goes on. So that's all I got for now. Good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.